celebrate this milestone. This is your vision, Your Excellency. You gave very clear directives, and I'm happy that the colleagues who have been working on this have delivered, together with the partners, the team that has just spoken to you just now. Mine is just to say one word before I invite you, Your Excellency, which is that for us in the Ministry of Interior, this is, we're just hosting the coordination. The work has been done by everybody in government, and I want to single out the ICT Ministry, which are the owners of the technology and the wherewithal to deliver this, CS Owalo and the PS and everybody, ICTA, but also thank also every ministry, every department and every agency of government, because without their cooperation, this milestone would not have been achieved. I therefore want to thank you, and I want to, yes, Your Excellency, at this juncture, allow me to invite you to launch the milestone of the e-citizen services of the government of Kenya that has been realized up to this point. The countdown is being shown. Can somebody direct us on how to do this?
Let me take this opportunity, Waziri and your team at the ICT, at the citizen services and ICT departments for making this a reality. As one young man has said, in 2014, when we came into office at Jubilee administration, we identified one weakness that was there in government, that it was not possible in 2014 to pay for any government service in any other way other than in cash. The only understanding of government in 2014 was payment in cash. I am very happy that today we can actually say no government service should ever be paid for in cash. Because of paying in cash, we've had a big challenge of corruption, of bribery, of confusion, of unavailability of the service, of come tomorrow, the file has got lost, the person who is supposed to there is on leave, or he has gone on sick leave, or he has done this. Today, we are announcing to the people of Kenya that government services will be available online. 5,084. It's a very proud moment for me when I hear that all these government services now will go to a dedicated, non-identifiable account, 22222, controlled by the government of Kenya, by the Treasury of the Republic of Kenya. And that with this launch today, 5,084 government services will be available. You can pay for them without traveling to any office, and that we can account for the money that is paid for by the people of Kenya while paying for government services. And even the services that are available for free, people of Kenya can access. I want to thank the banks, Equity, KCB, Cooperative Bank, Safaricom, and all the other telcos for partnering with us. Now it will be possible for government services to be available in all government offices, but also available in over 300,000 spots elsewhere in Kenya, apart from being available on your telephone. And we are making it easier for people to access smartphones. As I have said, we are working with our telcos, and in August, we should be able to have access to a 4G enabled phone that is affordable for the majority of the people of Kenya. Congratulations to all the people who put this together.
Thank you.
I did the easier part. You guys did the more difficult part, but we did it together. So I want to say I am very happy that this service is being launched today. And I have heard about the future. The future is, and Waziri again, the same way I promised the people of Kenya that we will have 5,000 services online by 30th June, and we have achieved it. In the next 90 days, we must have a digital ID. That digital ID has been traumatic for Kenya. We are all aware that there was another phantom project called Huduma Number. That Huduma Number was a complete fraud because we lost almost 15 billion shillings and got very little out of it. We must demonstrate in the next 90 days that it is possible for us to have a digital ID without spending 15 billion and without defrauding the people of Kenya. And those who did that should be ashamed of themselves. So, good people, we have a country to look after. It is our country built by Kenyans. Many people across the world, when I tell them we are going to have 100% digitized government services by the end of this year, they wonder. Many people, including from the developed world, never believed that we would do 5,000 government services in 6 months. Visa, a world-renowned company, just told me there they never also believed that this was possible. But it became possible because of the young people of the Republic of Kenya. Congratulations, Evid and your team. Congratulations, the people at the Ministry of ICT. Congratulations, the people at the Citizen Directorate and Citizen State Department. Waziri and your team, pongezi, for providing the leadership and for proving that Kenyans can always do their thing and make our country great. Today, I am a very proud Kenyan that with our talent, with the talent of our young people, with the knowledge of our young people, with the expertise of our young people, with the coordination of our government, today we are launching a phenomenal achievement that we have 5,000 government services online. They will be available everywhere, and that by the end of this year, we will have all government services available online. And that in the next 90 days, we are going to have a digital ID. Burn the midnight oil, do whatever you have to do, and I am sure that it will happen. And shortly, we will be collecting our taxes also using the e-citizen platform. I know there is work going on around there, but again, congratulations to all of you. Two things are outstanding for us to complete this. Digital ID, digital signature, finished. Then, twende kazi. Asanteni sana, congratulations.
At the press of this button, Your Excellency, we have the electronic citizen solution. Ladies and gentlemen, Gava Mkononi is officially launched. Mr. President, you're welcome to now chair the cabinet briefly as we now also launch the digital signature. If the rest of us can kindly proceed also towards to take our seats. We'll have His Excellency chair the cabinet as we have the launch of the digital signature taking place.
Your Excellency, as Kenya continues to onboard e-government services and to pave a path towards digital transformation, a digital signature becomes very critical to close the loop. Allow us, with your permission, today to assign you a digital signature that will enable you to close transactions in a go, regardless of where you may be located.
As you can all see, we have a very digital cabinet right here, doing away with a lot of paper trail, but going digital. We now have His Excellency's signature, electronic signature, done. And we have the CSs there just witnessing. And there we have the digital signature now ready for use.
One, two.
Thank you, Your Excellency. We now welcome you to Gava Express. Tunaweza mkaribisha His Excellency na makofi tafadhali anapojiunga na sisi.
Let us all rise. We may take our seats, please.
Your Excellency, sir, welcome to the eCitizen Express shop. We are trying as much as possible to have the government in our hands and very close to us, so that government services are as close to us as possible, so that anybody who is in the remote areas, if they say they cannot access government services, they will be accessing the government express shops that will be across the country. We are working together with Safaricom to ensure we set all these government express shops across the country, so that everybody can now access government services as quick as they can. So this is Government Express, Gavam Kononi. Thank you, sir.
Welcome, Your Excellency. This is where we say tulipe ushuru tujitegemee. I've just heard you talk about where the ultimate goal is, Your Excellency, and that is to collect taxes using the same platform. Your Excellency, very briefly, just to say that even as our core mandate is collection of revenue, mobilizing revenue, what we're trying to do is that to ensure that that is also seamless, we bring services closer to the people. And we have partnered very well with the eCitizen team, and to ensure that at least at the click of a button in the comfort of your home and wherever, Your Excellency, then you're able to access our services. Very quickly, see, starting from the iTax platform, that one you can register for your PIN, you can check whether a PIN is actually valid, because we have had instances where people are going for services but they're giving other people's PIN or giving a wrong PIN. So that one you can quickly confirm that and you can file a return. On eTIMS, Your Excellency, this is where we have the VAT platform, making it efficient, affordable, cost effective, and as you're transacting, all your invoices are relayed to KRA, real-time or near real-time, Your Excellency. ICMS, this one again with the customs agents, clearing of goods, both inbound, a single window can again citizen. Here, Your Excellency, the EGMS where we have trace for the excisable. And once you have all the credentials of access for the all that again, Your Excellency, at the click of Excellency. You have again consistently talked about malpractices, tax offenses. What can we do then to curb corruption, fraud? How can we get to know this information and then nip it in the bud, Your Excellency? We have this platform, iWhistle. Anybody can access this to relay information to us on tax offenses and malpractice. Your identity remains anonymous, and we have token to encourage taxpayers and other people. Because once we have recovered the tax, you are entitled to tax recovered, capped at 5 million for now, Your Excellency. So all this is just to encourage the taxpayers to say that even services closer to our people, Your Excellency. Thank you.
Congratulations, Madam CG. What I want you to do is to work with the ICT people, citizen services people, and the e-citizen platform on our taxation. I know there's been discussion already. Yes. I want that fast-tracked so that in 120 days, Bwana Piers, 120 days, I know we should have completed the transition of collecting government. Will not have been now available on the digital platform on e.
Studio Excellency.
If you understand what I'm saying.
Fully. Thank you.
To NTSA, Your Excellency, for we witness a wedding, which we shall tell you about briefly, but this is indeed a real couple, but we have NTSA.
Your Excellency, Mr. President, welcome to NTSA, the National Transport Service, which is under the State Department of Transport under the Ministry of Roads and Transport. All our core services, 46 of them, have been digitized, and I'm today with Director General George Njau, who will take through the vehicle tracking system of all the commercial vehicles in the country and the smart driving license system as a demo to some of the core services we've done. Your Excellency, this is the of the Hustler Authority of Roads and Transport. It interacts with Kenyans and all cadres almost on a daily basis. Director General George Njau.
Your Excellency, thank you very much. We need to give dignity back to our people. Stand on stages. They want to know when the spot is coming. They don't have visibility. They don't know who the driver is. They don't know the vehicle that is coming. We need to return the dignity back to them. This is the reason why on Monday you gave certain directives to start off. Directives include making all the are visibly across the country. What we're trying to demonstrate here is we're using the speed limiter data set. It's supposed to limit the speed and transmit. We want to take it further. You challenged Governor to the routes. We need to know where vehicles are operating and how they're operating. When I was listening to you coming in, and I picked up 5 different items. The police stated that they need to know the identity of the vehicle. Now they have to do it manually. Now we can give it to them digitally. They are able to do that. Picked up the issue of Wi-Fi. If you look at all this congregation of people, each matatu sits between 14 to 25 people. So beyond the market, our bus stops, that is where our youth are. So as you're trying to roll out the digital hotspots, please consider our bus stops. This is where our people are, our real hustlers. I had people saying they are the hustlers there. We are the hustlers. We are the users of the data. Your Excellency, we go even further than that. We want to show you, for example, the scheduled services. You have directed us to have a BRT system. We cannot have a BRT system in the manual methodology that we have, where you stand at a stage and wait for vehicles. We have a congregation of now housing that is coming up, of 5,000 to 10,000 houses. If you multiply at a housing factor of 5, that's 25,000 people. We need to be able to have them leave their houses, enter into a scheduled bus service. I'm sure you remember the 23 route that started in Outer Ring all the way. We need to go back to that, Your Excellency. So this is the spirit we have here. And one of the areas that you directed on Monday is to work with the county transport safety committees and at the Council of Governors to issue us with the routes so we can be able to now define and be able to establish where they're operating up to the segmentation of it. Lastly, Your Excellency, as we come to an end, I want to show you the benefit of why we're here today. You're proud for 5,084. I'm proud for a different reason. We used to have to identify Kenyans. Now I don't have to anymore. National Registration Bureau will do it and give me the ID number. I don't need to know that. I don't need to know your date of birth. The CRS system will be able to give me the date of birth. KRA, I don't need to ask you to give me my PIN number. KRA will give me my PIN number directly. So what you have done, sir, is to the common wananchi. You have made it so simple that at the click of putting an ID number, you'll pre-populate 50% of the data that used to have to come in manually into a file that is kept, obviously, as you stated, somewhere that needed to be retrieved at a later spot. So, Your Excellency, we are proud and we shall be able to deliver more services to Kenyans. Thank you. Thank you,
Your Excellency, sir, this is a wedding, which is a culmination of a digital process initiated through a revamped e-citizen platform. And one does not need to do anything physically, only the solemnization. So at this point, I'm going to ask the registrar to just come and take them through the process. But for those watching, and Your Excellency, this is a process that is now fully digitized, and nobody needs to visit any office for any work except the solemnization. So this is the culmination. And just for your information, Your Excellency, this couple is a real couple that are going to get married, and after they leave, we shall release them to enjoy their honeymoon. Wapi makofi ya bwana na bi harusi? Registrar, you may proceed.
Harusi tunayo hatuna. Siwasikii, harusi tunayo hatuna. Wedding we have not. Kama unataka kupinga, this is your chance, my friend.
I hope we are ready. Good afternoon, all protocols observed. My name is Lois, an assistant registrar from the Office of the Attorney General. Before us is our groom, Nicholas, and bride, Judith. Our witnesses will be Benson and Cecilia. So before we proceed, we'll ask the groom to unveil the bride, just to be sure that she's the right bride. Nicholas, is she the one? Just to make it clear that this is a real couple who have gone through the e-citizen portal. They made their application about 2 months ago, and they went through the 21 days, and now they're here, we're solemnizing their marriage. So, before we proceed, is there anybody who wants to object this marriage? So if there is none, then you'll be silent for life. So Nicholas and Judith, is it true that you're here today for the purpose of becoming husband and wife.
Yes.
Do I understand that you, Nicholas, and Judith are here for the purpose of becoming husband and wife?
Yes.
Judith?
Yes.
Know ye that by the public taking of your vows to each other as man and wife, in my presence and in the presence of your witnesses, and by the signing of this marriage certificate, you become legally married to each other. This marriage cannot be dissolved in your lifetime unless by a valid judgment of divorce. And if either of you contracts any other marriage, while this remains in existence, you shall be guilty of an offense of bigamy, which is punishable by law. That means one husband, one wife. Is that clear, Nicholas?
Yes.
Okay, so the witnesses kindly hand us over the rings. Nicholas, you take her ring and hold her left hand. Say, I call upon.
I call upon
All persons.
all persons
Here present.
here present
To witness.
to witness
That I, Nicholas.
that I, Nicholas,
Do take you, Judith.
do take you, Judith,
To be my lawful.
to be my lawful
Wedded wife.
wedded wife.
Put the ring. You can clap for them. Thank you very much. Judith, you can take his ring. Hold his left hand. Say, I call upon.
I call upon
All persons.
all persons
Here present.
here present
To witness.
to witness
That I, Judith.
that I, Judith,
Do take you, Nicholas.
do take you, Nicholas,
To be my lawful.
to be my lawful
Wedded husband.
wedded husband.
Put the ring. And by the public taking of these vows and the powers given to me under the Marriage Act, I now pronounce you, Nicholas, and Judith as husband and wife. You may kiss your bride.
Congratulations.
So we will proceed to the signing table before he changes his mind.
Harusi maua ng'ari ng'ari wanapendeza.
Leo ni furaha, shangwe na furaha.
Harusi maua tabasamu suti na shela.
Wacha tufurahi, sote tufurahi. Haikuwa rahisi tufike leo hii. Na hapa tulipo, ndio siku yetu ipo muhimu ya harusi. Fiti baby, haikuwa rahisi tufike leo hii. Na hapa tulipo, ndio siku yetu ipo muhimu ya harusi. Sasa nyumba moja, mwili mmoja, kila kitu ni moja. Tuwe pamoja, upendo na ongeza, nawe ongeza, heshima na pandisha. Tuwe pamoja, sweetie, sweetie, sweetie. Haikuwa rahisi tufike leo hii.
Sasa wewe ni mimi, mimi ni wewe, wendo wandani wangu, rafiki yangu. Sasa wewe ni mimi, mimi ni wewe, wendo wandani wangu, rafiki yangu.
Na wazazi
Ana sign pale. Tumpigieni makofi tafadhali jameni. Hii ni harusi jameni.
wakasema hey,
Congratulations sir.
na Mwenyezi Maulana atatubariki, tukazae na tule
watoto wazuri. Sweetie, sweetie, sweetie. Haikuwa rahisi tufike leo hii. Na hapa tulipo, ndio siku yetu ipo muhimu ya harusi.
pamoja, mwili mmoja, kila kitu ni moja. Tuwe pamoja, upendo na ongeza, nawe ongeza, heshima na pandisha. Tuwe pamoja.
Switi, switi, switi.
Haikuwa rahisi tufike leo hii.
Yandoa mengi mengi tupande nayo, switi ni kuheshimu, uniheshimu, mahaba moto moto yawe ni wimbo.
Anachukua bibi yake pale, ashaanza hata kabla atoke kwa venue. Very good. Makofi tafadhali, ladies and gentlemen, the newest couple in town.
Tusingefika hapa na kufurahi hivi.
Now introducing to you the newest couple in town, Mr. and Mrs. Nicholas. Congratulations. These are legal documents that you will keep for your future. God bless you. So before we proceed, maybe we can also invite Your Excellency to come and congratulate the couple.
That was a clever way to get His Excellency to attend their wedding. Tuwapigie makofi. Kweli pale inaitwa kuangukia.
Congratulations, Nicholas and Judy, on your wedding. I am very pleased to attend your wedding. These two good Kenyans, I instructed the ministry to just pick at random Kenyans who are going to wed today. And these two good people walikuwa na mpango yao. Poleni sana, tumedisrupt, tumelete mambo yetu. So congratulations, they booked their wedding online. They did everything on eCitizen. Today they were going to see the registrar. I requested the registrar whether we can have a conversation with these good people. They can be part of this event. Thank you very much for agreeing. And because of that, I am going to sponsor 4 nights for the two of you in Leopard Beach Resort in Diani. And Waziri here will organize your tickets, and will also organize a good limousine to take you to the hotel and to pick you from the hotel. And my very, very best wishes in your marriage. Pongezi. Pongezi sana. So umesikia ile maneno madam amesema? Utakaa hapo. So otherwise, congratulations to all of you, and thank you, Registrar, for making this possible, and the AG as well. Please congratulate.
And after the gifts, we're going to request that Your Excellency, with your permission, we just have a formal picture with the couple. They are a very lucky couple. So once we are done with the gifting, I'll request that we have the CSs pose for a photo. Then we'll ask the CSs to exit, and we allow His Excellency to have one commemorative photo with the couple of the day. So if I may ask some of the CSs kindly to come on this side so that we balance the picture. Have the couple in the middle. Yes, if we can kindly have the couple in the middle. Some CSs on this side, others on the other side. His Excellency next to the bride. There you go. For a photo opportunity. After that, I'll request that the CSs kindly exit while we leave His Excellency for one picture with the couple. Thank you. One more picture, Your Excellency, with your permission. Can we have just the couple and His Excellency, please? Just the couple and His Excellency, kindly. Wonderful. Thank you. And with that,
thank you so much. I think we have a cake here that we need to cut. Na hii keki tutaimbia vile tunaimbanga kwa harusi zetu. Kata keki tukule sasa. Siwasikii? Kata keki tukule sasa. Kata keki, kata keki, kata keki tukule sasa. As they prepare to cut the cake, kindly, wale ambao walikuwa wamewaletea gift pia, ushers are going to guide us so that we can receive zile zawadi mlikuwa mmewaletea. Kata keki tukule sasa. Kata keki tukule sasa. Kata keki, kata keki, kata keki tukule sasa. Wapigieni makofi tafadhali, ladies and gentlemen. This is the newest couple in town. Congratulations, sir. You've done well.
so with that, we've come to the culmination of this exercise. And at this point, I would like to ask the CS Interior to come and invite His Excellency. Should he have any comments or something you'd like to say, we will welcome him to do that.
Asante sana. Wanapomalizia anampatia. Mpigieni makofi tafadhali anapomlisha bibi yake keki for the first time. Wale bado hamjaoa, I hope you're taking notes. Directorate of E-Citizen, led by our CS. Asanteni sana. Basi naomba tuwape heshima yao, tusimame wanapoondoka kuelekea diani. Let's be upstanding as we appreciate the newest couple wanapoondoka jukwaani. Mdosi, sasa sisi tutakuona tu diani sasa. Asante sana. Thank you so much, sir. Tumpigeni makofi anapoondoka tafadhali. Kamugithi tafadhali. Hey. Bas. Thank you so much. Bwana na bibi harusi.
All right, we may take our seats. At this point, I would like to invite the CS Interior to just come and make a few remarks and invite His Excellency as we come to the end of our session today. Welcome, sir.
Your Excellency William Ruto, President of the Republic of Kenya, senior government officials, cabinet secretaries, attorney general, principal secretaries, heads of parastatals, all partners, all protocols observed. Your Excellency, we are very sorry. We've taken nearly 4.5, going to 5 hours this day. But the reason why, Your Excellency, this one event has taken so much time is because today you are coming to celebrate the achievement of your administration, the entire administration, because you directed us to make sure that at least 5,000 government services are digitized by today. And therefore, I just want to explain that the reason why we've taken so much time is because today's highlight is a celebration of what your officers have done in ministries, departments, and agencies. And therefore, it is like an event that brings together the entire government. I want to thank you for carrying the vision of our country, that we must move with the trends of the 21st century, and the trends of the 21st century are in technology. And therefore, Your Excellency, for us in the Ministry of Interior, especially the State Department responsible for citizen services, we want to thank all our colleagues in different ministries, State Departments and agencies for their cooperation, even as we plead for more cooperation in the outstanding work that is ahead. Your Excellency, let me also single out the Ministry for ICT. The Minister is here, the PS, and ICTA, who have provided us with the technology to deliver the coordination of the onboarding of the government services as you are directed. Therefore, without much ado, you are aware, you've been into various ministries, you've seen what technology is doing to provide services to our people, and therefore I don't want to preempt you. I just want to take this opportunity, sir, to invite you to crown our today's event by making your remarks. And Your Excellency, sir, we are grateful. Your directive has enabled us to realize that there are many things that we see as if they are not possible, but when we apply our minds to it, they become very possible. It is now my pleasure and privilege to request that we all be upstanding as we invite His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Dr. William Ruto, to come and address us. Welcome, Mr. President.
Thank you very much, Waziri. Asante sana. Tafadhali tuketi. Asanteni sana. Today is a very, very proud moment for me and this administration, because 6 months ago, I made a commitment to the people of Kenya that we will have 5,000 government services digitized and available online to the people of Kenya by 30th June this year. I am very happy that today 5,084 services have been digitized, completed, and are now available, and another 3,500 are digitized halfway, and my instructions going forward from here to both the Directorate of Citizen Service and the ICT departments is to ensure that all government services must be digitized by December this year. I mean all government services. It is now, from today, the responsibility of every ministry, state department, parastatal, government agency, to ensure that all their government services are digitized and made available to the citizens of Kenya on e-Citizen. Let me repeat that for the avoidance of doubt. All ministries, state departments, government agencies, parastatals, it is the responsibility of the minister, the PS, the managing directors and boards to make sure that all services offered to the people of Kenya by their departments and agencies are available to the people of Kenya on the digital platform by December this year. I am aware that there are government agencies that are resisting this digitization exercise for obvious reasons. There are government agencies who want to continue to operate in a dark place. They do not want, and I know I have been told by the officers who are running this service that many have been asking whether government is really serious with this or they can take a detour. Let me announce for the avoidance of doubt. All government services must be available by December this year on the digital platform, on eCitizen, without exception. And I am putting the responsibility on every minister, every PS, every board, member of board, chairman, managing directors, and every public officer. Because for a very long time, government services, accessing government services has been a very painful exercise for citizens. People queue for many hours. People travel long distances. People bribe their way to get what is legitimately their right as citizens. For us to get rid of that, it is part of our plan to make sure that citizens don't have to travel, they don't have to meet anybody, they don't have to bribe nobody. They should be able to get government services efficiently, effectively, in an accountable manner from either the comfort of their phone or whatever other facility that they have to access government digitally. And when I set out that we would have this, we would go this journey, it is because when we came into office in 2014, I remember working with the people in Treasury. Not a single government service, you could not, as a citizen, pay for a single government service any other way other than in cash. That was government in 2014. That the only way to pay for a government service is to pay for it in cash. Imagine, it was not even possible to pay using M-Pesa. We have since moved, I think, 180 degrees. I can now comfortably say here that in the next 30 days, mark my words, people, these deadlines are important. In the next 30 days, no government service should be paid in cash. Let me repeat it again. For the avoidance of doubt, no government service will be paid for in cash in the next 30 days. And I want to say this because corruption has been our biggest problem, pilferage, theft. Citizens are forced to pay for a service or bribe for a service that ordinarily is theirs as of right. There will be only one channel to pay for government service. We have agreed, all state departments, KRA, and everybody, the government pay bill is 22222. 22222. Is it star 22222 hash? That is how you pay for government service. Let me repeat it again. 22222 is how you pay for government service. All the other pay bills, in the next 30 days, they should be shut. We have almost 1,000 different pay bills, different agencies, different people. Everybody seems to have their own pay bill. And all those pay bills are not accountable to anybody. Sometimes there are pay bills that are assumed to be government, but they end up in the wrong place. Again, for the avoidance of doubt, ministries, departments, agencies, in the next 30 days, all other pay bills must be closed, and no government service will be paid for outside 222 that goes straight to Treasury. That way, Treasury can keep track of all government revenue. And it will be worked in such a way that any resources that are meant for A&A by ministries, state departments, and agencies will be made available instantly by the same platform, so that there will be no confusion as to if the money is collected by Treasury, how do we get our A&A? The system will automatically remit the A&A when the money goes to 222, and it will come back to you so that you can be able to provide whatever services you're providing. Our present institutional dispensation, mandated by the Constitution, is the expression of our collective hopes and inspiration, as well as the lesson learned as a country from the wilderness that the path of history took us. For far too long, the delivery of public services to citizens has been hampered by inefficiency, delay, corruption, wastage, discrimination, outright exclusion, especially of the members of our society who are not as endowed and the people who are vulnerable. Colossal backlogs of cases not attended to, missing files, which resurface upon the offer of a small bribe, favoring some groups and disenfranchising others on the basis of nepotism and tribalism, having been the order of the day. For citizens, inordinate delays and lack of information on the progress of their matters was a normal part of the ordeal of obtaining government services. For a long time, therefore, seeking government services was a very painful experience that Kenyans only endured if they could not avoid it. And the relationship between citizens and the state was characterized by extremely very low trust. This history of engagement and estrangement between government and citizens created the conditions for widespread disaffection and loss of trust in government. The bottom-up economic transformation agenda recognizes transparency, accountability, and efficient use of resources as an imperative to ensure that scarce public resources deliver maximum value for the highest number of citizens. The government considers good governance to be indispensable for national socio-economic transformation. At the same time, we are fully alive to the magnitude of the corruption challenge, the extent of which it has undermined our prospects and opportunities to achieve greater development, and its potential to overwhelm national institutions, including oversight as well as law enforcement and accountability mechanisms. This particular reality has caused us to consider radical innovation to overcome the transactional inefficiency barrier to public service delivery. In our bottom-up economic transformation agenda, we pledged to undertake 2 key interventions intended to attack this problem simultaneously. First, we committed to provide universal broadband connectivity throughout the country by constructing 100,000 kilometers of new fiber optic lines, establish 25,000 free Wi-Fi hotspots in markets and in every other part of the Republic of Kenya. I am happy this morning, the display that was shown to us, we have the first 200,000 hotspots. The 201 hotspot was launched this morning here. By the end of this year, we will have 2,000 hotspots across Kenya, and by December 2025, all the 25,000 hotspots will have been rolled out, including 1,450 digital hubs, one in each ward of the Republic of Kenya, and also ensuring that our vocational training centers run by county governments are brought into this ecosystem, and all our TVET institutions are also made part of this program of making sure that there is internet connectivity and availability across Kenya that is free and paid for by the government of Kenya. Secondly, we made a commitment to enhance government service delivery through digitization and automation of all government critical processes, and to also make at least 5,000 government services available by 30th this month, which I am very happy we have made that deadline. These undertakings are critical for the realization of our most fundamental mandate as government. On Madaraka Day, I emphasized our duty to deploy the best innovations and technologies to make Kenya efficient, competitive, and prosperous. Today, I reiterate that technology holds the key to improving efficiency, enhancing inclusion, promoting transparency and integrity, deepening trust, and enhancing public confidence in government service provision. We have taken measures to empower Kenyans everywhere, especially the majority at the bottom of our pyramid, to access government services at their convenience, especially through their mobile phones. As I promised on Madaraka Day, we are launching the e-citizen platform's unstructured supplementary service data, USSD code *222#, by which citizens can now access 5,084 government services online. Wacha nirudie. So that you can access government services, you need to go to your phone, *222#. Hapo utakuwa umeingia kwa e-citizen, and you will have a catalog of all 5,000 government services available to you. Hiyo ni kuingia kwa mtandao. Kulipa ni ile niliwaambia 222 ndio mahali pa kulipa for government services. And as I have said, by the end of this year, we want all government services, 10,000 of them, on a digital platform. Today, as the world marks World Social Media Day, we are underlining the importance of our digital transformation agenda. Towards that end, we encourage all our government departments to ensure, as I have said, all their government services are moved online in the next 90 days, so that by the end of this year, we are clear and we are all moving in the right direction. This new era of e-governance makes life and work significantly easier for millions of Kenyans for a number of reasons. First, government services are no longer the privilege of the wealthy, powerful, or the well-connected, or those who can afford to travel to county headquarters or even the capital city. Kenyans can now obtain government services from the comfort of their homes or from their shambas or kiosks on the road and everywhere else from the comfort of their phones. This is the power and promise of Gava Mkononi. You have your government in the palm of your hand. Secondly, and while I am there, we also agreed with Safaricom and our other telcos that next month, that is August, as I committed to the people of Kenya, smartphones are way beyond 9,000, 10,000, 15,000 going in that direction. We want to make it possible to have a smartphone that is 4G enabled for Kenyans at 5,000 shillings. I am very happy to report that those who are involved in that exercise have promised me that by August this year, we will have a gadget, a smartphone, that you can buy for 5,000 shillings. And I want to thank Safaricom. They have told us that we can buy that phone and pay on a program called Kulipa Mdogo Mdogo. You can pay 500 shillings, they give you the phone, and every day you pay 20 bob in your M-Pesa, and you will own the phone further down the road. I hope other telcos come on board so that we can make it possible for Kenyans to have the gadgets that will enable them transact with government and do all their other businesses online, so that we can make meaning of all the infrastructure we are putting in place for digital connectivity. Secondly, previously unserved or underserved regions and communities are no longer excluded from the government service provision. Thirdly, Kenyans are interacting directly with the digital platform without the need for brokers, intermediaries, and others. Additionally, people can track the progress of their interactions with government in real time, thus eliminating uncertainty, corruption, and frustration. Further, citizens need only pay the gazetted fees for government services and not a shilling more. These fees are accurately accounted for in real time through ICT and remain visible at all times to the National Treasury and the Kenya Revenue Authority for efficient revenue administration. We are well on the way to a paperless governance, where there will be no physical registries and files to be mislaid by mischievous persons in search of a bribe or movement of people from office to office. I encourage Kenyans to take advantage of ICT digital skills training opportunities provided by the ICT Authority in conjunction with private sector collaborators and development partners in order to enhance their capacity to consume digital government services. I'm glad to know that the ICT Authority has embarked on digital skills program for citizens and public sector workforce targeting 20 million people. Through the private sector partnership, Gava Express will be available in more than 250,000 M-Pesa shops, 28,000 KCB shops, 40,000 equity shops, and 22,000 cooperative bank shops to serve those without smartphones. What I'm trying to say here is that we are going to work in partnership with the private sector so that government services are available, not just in government offices, but also in private sector offices. And I want to thank KCB, Equity Bank, Cooperative Bank, and Safaricom for offering their infrastructure to support government in the delivery of government services. So you can get government services on your phone. If not on your phone, if you don't have a smartphone, you can go to the 250,000 Safaricom shops, or 28,000 KCB shops, or 40,000 equity shops, or 22,000 cooperative shops, and access government services, or the Gava Express kiosks that are going to be rolled out with the support of Safaricom and others, so that we can make government efficient, we can make government available, and we can make government accessible. By the same token, I urge ICT Authority to accelerate the actualization of our digital economy agenda. And I'm very happy that, again, we have good news that aside from digitizing government services and everything we are doing, we are also going to make it possible for two things to happen, which are critical towards moving government to the digital platform. Number one is the digital signature. Now it will be possible. I am privileged to be among the first Kenyans to access a digital signature. I was trained yesterday. Sijashika sana lakini niko barabarani. Leo nimefanya testing ya pili, kesho nitakuwa nimeshika laini. So it should be possible for us now to transact on a digital platform, and even as you work to make sure that you access government services, we also want you to sign for those government services on a digital platform and have a digital signature. It will be explained to you how that is going to happen. And secondly, is to have a digital identity. You all know we have an experience as the people of Kenya that for a very long time we've been looking for a digital identity on a platform called Huduma Number, which became a mirage and became a conduit for many things. Let me say here that I am telling the Ministry of responsible for citizen services, Mr. Professor Kindiki, and my good friend Eliud Owalo, you have 90 days to deliver to us a digital identity. I know it's doable. Sasa muende mujipange. Yeah, it is doable because I think I understand how that is possible. And we will not spend the 15 billion that was spent on Huduma Number. And it's not going to take centuries. We are very confident that we have the competence to do this. Let me also announce to the people of Kenya that this great feat, this huge achievement that we are very proud of as a country, not many countries can achieve what we have achieved. In fact, whenever I talk to other leaders, they wonder how Kenya can achieve to digitize this number of government services. This was possible because we have creative, innovative, hard-working young people in the Republic of Kenya. This whole e-citizen platform was built by Kenyan young people. Tuwapigie makofi jameni. I know there is a young man here called Evid and your team. Are you here? Are they here? They are wako huko nyuma mbali wana nafikiri some of them are here. These young people. Kujeni hapa mbele. Simameni hapa. Tuwapigie makofi hao wadosi jamani. These good people are the brains. They are Kenyans. Just the same way we developed M-Pesa, which today is globally acclaimed. Again, today we can announce that we have developed e-citizen, a government product developed by the young people of the Republic of Kenya. Congratulations, gentlemen. I am so proud of you guys. Asanteni sana. You can take your seats. So these young people have made this possible, and it speaks to Kenyan talent, Kenyan creativity, Kenyan knowledge, and that is what our country is made of. Let me also say that as we pull this together, all other avenues, we must work on it to make sure, and I hope the people from Treasury will now be able, and the people from Kerry will now be able to have sight of all government revenue, and we can better manage our revenue collection. Because I am very confident that we can collect a lot more if we removed pilferage, wastage, and the money that gets lost because of corruption and other manenos. I am a very proud Kenyan today that we have managed to roll out a 30 billion shilling program that has reached almost 17 million Kenyans under the Hustler Fund without any bureaucracy. There is no committee, there is no person to be met or bribed or what. We've done the same with fertilizer. We rolled out e-fertilizer and reached many Kenyans. We are going to do the same with all our medical fraternity. We have agreed with KEMSA. I have agreed with Madam Nakumicha how to digitize KEMSA and make sure that we avoid corruption and we eliminate loss of health commodities. We have agreed on how we are going to deliver health better. We're going to manage our claims in NHIF and make sure that there is no corruption. We don't lose public money. We're going to ensure that even our program on housing is going to be rolled on an e-platform. Many citizens are asking me, how will I get the house? Who do I have to speak to? How will I, the committee, where is the committee sitting? I want to tell them the same way you access Hustler Fund. You don't have to know nobody, but you get the money. That's how we are going to roll out our housing plan, to make sure that there is no favoritism. You don't have to know nobody. You just need to abide by the rules and regulations, and you will have access to your platform. Let me say one final thing. As we pool our resources together, as we work together in the way in which we are working and digitize all government services, we must be prudent in the use of public resources. At the moment, we need to strike a balance between the money we use for recurrent expenditure and the money we use for development expenditure. It is a balance that we must keep at it. And we cannot continue to increase the monies that we use for recurrent expenditure. We need to manage our costs. I know there is a proposal by the Salaries and Remuneration Commission for the increase of salaries of different cadres of both civil servants and other public servants. They have made a recommendation to us that they want to increase salaries of civil servants by an average of between 7 and 10%, and that is from office assistants all the way to people who serve below the PSS. And because of the economic times we live in, we have approved that salaries of other civil servants can be adjusted beginning tomorrow. So our teachers, our policemen, our people serving in the military space, people working in government offices, we have agreed that because of where we are today, your salaries will be adjusted by between 7 and 10% from tomorrow. But for the other people, the state officers, myself, my deputy, ministers, PSS, na wale wadosi wengine wa bunge, na wale wengine, sisi mambo yetu tungoje. Tafadhali. Hiyo mshahara itakwama hapo. Mimi nimeona watu wanasema mshahara ya kuna watu fulani, hapana. Hiyo mshahara ingoje hapo. Until I have instructed the SRC to give us international best practice, because we need to reduce the gap between all of us who work for the people of Kenya. We need to make sure that the gap between the person paid the least and the person paid the most is not too big, because we are all workers. It is not possible that the people at the top earn 100 times more than the people at the bottom. It's not right. Because we live in the same country, we buy the same food, we go to the same shop, we go to, I have told SRC there is an internationally accepted, it's called compression formula. Until they come back to me to tell me we meet that threshold, hii salaries yetu itangojea. Until we are all living the same. I have also instructed SRC that there are parastatals, there are universities where the vice chancellors and the MDs earn more than even the president. I want to know what those people, what they do. No, I mean honestly. It is not possible that we have huko watu wanajiongezea mshahara kiholela. And because I've tried to interrogate some of the places where I am told somebody is earning 2 million. And I've tried to, how did they end up earning 2 million? Oh, the vice chancellor was a friend of the chairman of the council. Or they were sijui, I don't know what. Hapana. Public money is public money. And SRC must assess. Everybody must be paid in accordance with the work they do. No more, no less. Sini namna hiyo jameni? Yes. Because this is public money we are spending. So I have told SRC to do 2 things. Number 1, to tell us the ratio between the lowest paid and the salary I earn as president. Before my salary is, before they talk about increasing salary ya sisi wadosi hapa, we want to know how much money are the people below us and working for the same people of Kenya are earning. That's number 1. Number 2, we must rationalize. There is no way people can be increasing salaries ostensibly because at their sijui parastatal has a lot of money. So that a lot of money is used kuongeza mishahara ya watu kiholela. That one is not happening. Because those parastatals are government agencies. And the money they have is public resources. They must be subject to SRC, and we must make sure that we all pay the same. So nimemwambia Rigiji, my friend, na mimi hiyo mshahara watu wanasema hakuna for now. Na hata nyinyi waziri tulizeni boli until some exercise, because we want to make sure that we do not take advantage of the other Kenyans who do not have the power we have. It has to be rational, it has to be well thought out, and I have told SRC to do exactly that. So, I am very confident, good people, that this country, the world and the home of world-beating innovators, can develop and maintain robust and world-class cybersecurity systems to keep government and the private sector and citizens secure online on a sustainable basis. I want to thank everybody who has made the digitization of government a success the way it is, and that we are going to work collaboratively together until we make sure that every citizen has access to government services without hindrance in an efficient, effective way, and government is held to account, and we can account for all the resources we collect from the people of Kenya. I want to thank you very much, my very best wishes, and God bless you.
Thank you. Kindly, let's have the national anthem, and kindly, if you have a laptop,